Arizona's title town. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. On the visitor's sideline, you get a look at the head coach of the Texans. His guy's looking good early off to the 2-0 start. On the other side, the head coach of the Packers. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn. On the bootleg, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Go play action with Love. Pass caught inside by Fan. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
On play action, Love. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Packers.
First down. 1st and 10.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Back-to-back gains of 10 yards and back-to-back first downs. 1st and 10 now from the 36. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Love to throw it on 1st down. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. The Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go play action with Stroud. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Throwing on second down. Stroud. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down. The Texans getting all set to punt. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. Oh! And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one caught. That's Matthew Golden. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Gain of 40. That's another.
Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Oh, a loose football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. Second down and 3. Love to throw. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Packers. That is first touchdown of the new year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Makes the score Packers 7, Texans nothing.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them first and 10 up at the 40. Throwing is Stroud. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
On second down, Stroud.
Brings up second and 7.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Texans first down. It's a gain of 10.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. Good physical run. He'll wind up as a gain of 5. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. On the option, they give it to Mixon. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
Third and 6.
Third down and 6.
Back to throw. Stroud. He'll let this go for Pickens. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Here's their punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Trying to start on the ground, and they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now give on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. To try again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now, a stoppage for an injured Texan. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Here's Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. Good running inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Packers will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll step up and run this. And he will give himself up at the end of that one. On a second down throw for Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
The Texans first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. Oh, making guys miss, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Kamari Lassiter on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Love. This one, up top for Dobbs. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. The Texans have it. Still going. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage.
A big hole. Inside the 20. And he will score. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. His 4th TD grab of the season. And this show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it
Free kick
dead.
out of bounds.
And they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
This one out quickly to Noel. And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
From the gun here on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Packers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, Love. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
The shotgun. It's Love. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Dexter Lawrence. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Ryland's kick is good, and the Packers going to extend their lead. It's now 24-14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Bounds. Kicking team.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans...
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 2. Here's Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to lead to fourth down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll go. It's Stroud. He's got it at the 7, and they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football, and it's out.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, first and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Love. That's Dobbs open left side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Packers, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Love. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make it fight. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
To throw is Love. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 26.
Here's a third down and 4.
Makes it
Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. The Texans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the
pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Has to get this to the 20. Here's third down. He'll let this go for Pickens. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down. On comes the punter now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Love to throw it on first down. Quick throw, taken in. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Throwing is Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
That's good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Love to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of a first down after a gain of 7. Packers going to use their final timeout now. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Love. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Extra point now by Riley. He's got it. And the Packers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Texans 20.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Stroud. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down.
To throw is Stroud. He's going to take a shot down the field. This one batted in the air and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter.
To kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. He'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
On play action. Stroud. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route.
36 yards.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 36 yards.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Here's Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Impressive play by the defense defensive end here, Mike, it's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Him on 1st down. And he'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stick with him again. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Love. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. Pulling back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the lead guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That is incomplete. 3rd and 11.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here's Love to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Stroud going to set up the throw. Split and jig the left side. He's got it. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the give, this is Mixon. And the woes in the running game continue. We're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
13 yards on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Throwing is Stroud. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. I believe the Texans got this one back. They did, and they will keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They are very fortunate to get another shot at it. It is 2nd down and goal. That one caught by Noah. And they get a little bit back there, but still a long ways to go coming up with 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Stroud. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th and goal.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 2 scores.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense. And their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They go play action now with Milrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Milrow. And off the deflection. It is taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Look him up on a second down and 8. Handoff as they try to run it here. Space to run. Inside the 20. And he is out of bounds. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 6.
On third down, Milroe. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt.
A 29-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. On first and 10, here's Stroud. Now, a short one caught by Tonjes. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on second down, Stroud. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Set to go now on first and 10. Now, Stroud. He's trying to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
It's It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they're looking to get back to their winning ways after the loss in Week 2. They'd go to 2-1 if they can hold on here. This drive starts with 1st and 10. He ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground for about 7. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Now give on the ground, and it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A yard brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have a Packers first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Milroe going to hold on to this one. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
The play clock down to 0. And this is not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Following the penalty, they'll run it.
Number 26 is the ball carrier.
Packers set to kick this one away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They send the tight end in motion. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Got it with Smith in Jigba. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6. First down,
Stroud. That's to the left side and caught by Noel. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Stroud. Now he'll air one out. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So, it's a win for the Packers. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you